meets you, dear friends. A dream of many children. A hard-working mother to send her child to school. A girl without a father, without a mother. Her dream of going to school was extinguished. But a hope from God brought her to the poor girl Tu Diep, and then Tu Diep, because of her compassion, had the additional burden of raising thinking that hardship would prevent her from Nee's future. But no. She overcame everything to send Nee to school. No. She did not want Nee to be in the same situation as her, with Tu Diep's care and nurturing. How will Nee's first day of school be? Let's watch together early in the morning. As the first rays of autumn sunlight gently touched the streets, a car came to a stop in front of a humble roadside restaurant. The door opened, and little Nee, a petite girl with big, sparkling eyes, was carefully lifted out of the car by Tu Diep. The woman, though not young anymore, had a gentle, kind face with eyes that seemed to reflect a depth of emotions, love, sacrifice, and care. Alongside them was James, a simple, warm-hearted foreign man, who joined them at the table. The two of them, along with Nee, sat down and ordered breakfast. James spoon-fed Nee with porridge, handed her a bottle of milk, wiped her hands, all with remarkable attention to detail. The breakfast wasn't just about filling their stomachs, it was a small, quiet ceremony. For today was the day Nee would begin school. "Are you happy, dear?" Diep softly asked. "Yes, I am," Nee replied, her face lighting up with a bright smile. That innocent answer made Diep pause for a moment. That smile wasn't just any smile. It was the result of everything she had sacrificed. All the hardships she had faced. Tu Diep had never had a complete childhood. She had been forced to quit school at a young age, struggling through life with menial jobs to survive. No qualifications, no opportunities, no choices, just calloused hands and an unyielding will. She had often said to Nee, "You must study hard. Don't be like me who couldn't go to school. Now, I have to work so hard." It wasn't just advice, it was a message deeply rooted in regret. After breakfast, Nee was taken to school. The school gate stood before her like a new world. A world where she would meet new friends, learn to read, and begin her journey of dreams. As Nee entered the classroom, Diep turned back to her usual routine, harvesting bananas, checking the grapefruit orchard, counting ripened fruits, and estimating prices. She wasn't just a manual laborer anymore, now. She had learned how to manage, how to analyze profits and losses, how to negotiate. She was doing all of this for one reason, to provide a better future for Nee than she had ever had. During a short break under the grapefruit trees, James asked Diep about a proposal from her father, to move abroad and help run a new factory. Diep looked up, her gaze distant yet firm. "I'm tired," she said, her voice calm but resolute. "I just want to be with Nee. I can't go abroad right now." Her response was simple, but it carried the weight of years of sacrifice and devotion. She wasn't turning down the opportunity because she wasn't capable, she was turning it down because she knew that in certain moments in life, being present for the ones you love mattered more than any title or achievement. That afternoon, when school ended, Nee happily recited the first lesson she had learned. "I love my mom so much. Mom, I know you love me too." Her voice was pure, like a song. Diep stood still for a moment. She wasn't Nee's biological mother, but in that moment, she was doing everything a mother would do, and perhaps even more. On the way home, she held Nee's hand tightly. Her hands were rough and worn, but full of warmth. Nee, still bubbling with excitement, chatted on about her teacher and new friends. And behind that smile was a story that few would ever know, a story of a woman who silently made the extraordinary out of the ordinary. Tu Diep's story was not a fairy tale. There were no magical spells, no princes, no fairies. It was a real story, about a woman who quietly and steadily fought against the odds, changing her life with her own hands and heart. Her story proved something undeniable: education is not just about reading and writing, it is the only doorway out of darkness. When a child goes to school, an entire generation is given a chance. When a woman dares to stand up for the future of a child, the world witnesses how powerful love can be. Tu Diep showed that no matter where you start, if you never give up, if you dare to love and sacrifice, dreams, even the dreams of a child born into hardship, can become reality.